Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. Thought I would come on here and continue with my commitment to just go live and talk about some of the things that I've been learning and doing every week. And one of the things I wanted to discuss today was demystifying the concept of coaching. A lot of people that I have been talking to recently, I think have a little bit of a negative connotation when it comes to hiring a coach. And the thing that I've been hearing from people is saying that they think that like something has to be wrong in order for them to hire a coach. And that something, they're not doing something right or I don't know. They just think that it's almost looked like frowned upon almost. And I wanted to come on here and just talk about how untrue that is and how I understand how it could seem that way, but it really is not like that at all. And even last year when I had hired a coach, I kind of probably went into it with that same type of thought, because when I had hired a coach, I was feeling a little lost and felt like I needed some direction. But really, once I started going through the program, I was just wondering why I had never done anything like that sooner, right? And our mind is our most valuable asset. And if our mind is not in the right shape, then our whole outer world is not going to be in the right shape, right? We need to bring order to our mind. We need to understand the principles of how the mind works and how our mind really is creating our realities. And so investing in yourself is like one of the absolute best things to do for a few reasons. One, again, our mind is our most valuable asset. Ourselves are our most valuable asset. You're going to spend money on things regardless. Maybe it's experiences or, clothes, things. But when you make an investment in yourself, it's something that's going to help you for the rest of your life. It also really sends a message energetically to the universe saying that you're ready to really up-level your life. And I know maybe that sounds a little woo-woo to some people, but it really is true. And things really started changing for me when I started investing in myself. So when I ask people if they've ever invested in themselves, I think the first thing that comes to their mind is like education. And they think that, a lot of people spend money on schooling or designations, including myself before I did this. And they think that that's really kind of investing in themselves. But it goes even beyond that, right? I mean, we all have accumulated so much knowledge through the years and we're rewarded on how much knowledge that we have, but we very rarely do the things that we already know how to do. So all we're doing in life a lot of times is accumulating more and more knowledge and then not actually putting them into action. And that's what hiring a coach can really help do. Put that knowledge that you already have to use and how to implement it in your life. And again, this material that I work with has really, really changed my life. It's changed my outlook on life. It's helped me understand myself better. And in turn, then I can understand people better because I understand myself more. I understand how the mind works. I understand how I am creating whatever results I am getting in my life. So I realize that all of our outer results are always a reflection on what's going on the inside. So having worked in sales in the past, I never knew that my sales basically were dictated by what was going on in my mind. And our mind then creates our behavior and our actions, and then that then leads to our results. And so once you can get clear in your mind and develop better habits, and once you know what's kind of holding you back, because actually our mind is dictating, your sales, your income, even no matter if you're in a sales role or not, your mind actually is, we have a subconscious self-image of ourselves that's dictating how much money we're making, which I know sounds a little out there, but it's true. And you can never outperform that self-image. So it's really important to get to the root of that self-image and start to changing it if you want to see better results in your life, better sales, better income, whatever it is. And so for me, this stuff is super exciting because once you understand how the mind works and how these things work, then you can start changing those habitual behaviors and your habits so that you can get the desired results that you want. And it starts unlocking that unlimited potential that we have in ourselves. So, I mean, as human beings, I mean, no scientist, no theologist will ever guess what humans are capable of doing because we literally have infinite potential. We have so much potential locked up inside of us. But unfortunately, our minds are kind of clouded with a lot of virus code, right? Just this programming that we've had since we were young. And so that can't be expressed, our potential can't be expressed until we clear out a lot of that old negative programming. You know, we have a lot of limiting beliefs and negative beliefs. I know for me, something I realized was a limiting belief I had was that I was never good enough. And so my whole life, I was always striving to achieve things because I never felt good enough as I was. So I always felt like I had to be doing more. I had to be accomplishing more. I mean, it was one of the reasons why I got this designation that stands in back of me, was because I felt like I had to always be proving myself. And once I got that out of the way, I mean, you just feel lighter. You feel like you understand more about what you truly are capable of doing, and you can really hone in and get connected on like what your purpose is and why you're here, and feel really confident in doing that. And that was just one of my limiting beliefs. I mean, I had a few, and I'm sure I still have a bunch that that are in there that I'm working on clearing out. And a lot of those beliefs end up then driving your habits. So like I had such a bad habit of procrastination, for example. Like I knew I had things that I had to get done, and I'd put so much pressure on myself to do so much that when I actually went to do the things, I would just feel so overwhelmed and I would kind of like completely shut down and wouldn't accomplish anything. And procrastination is also something that sometimes it's our worthiness. We almost like don't even feel worthy of the success or the money. And so the procrastination comes from those like deep beliefs, and it prevents you and kind of self-sabotages you. So getting clear on a lot of these things, and it's not even that we have to go that deep and like remembering why these things happen, it's just rewriting it with more productive things that we tell ourselves, like, you know, I have unlimited potential, I can accomplish anything I set out to do. And once you start rewriting a lot of those stories, then things become easier in life. And we're all under this impression that we have to work harder to accomplish more, and that's not true either. Or we think that we have to do things in incremental steps. Like that's just logically the way we were taught, that we have to just, you know, get like 1% better, 2% better. But we can actually make a quantum leap in our life with less effort. Because once our conscious mind and our subconscious mind are aligned, things start becoming easier for us, and they start becoming, you're more like in flow, right? And you're finding more joy in even the day-to-day things that you're doing, because you don't have these like conflicting beliefs. You don't have these conflicting energies within you working. So the point is to kind of just get aligned, and really things start working out a lot better for you. And again, all of our results on the outside are a reflection on what's going on the inside. If you want to know what's going on in your subconscious mind, take a look around you. Take a look at your results. Take a look at your relationships. They're reflecting back to you what is in yourself. And it all starts with us. And we have, you know, whatever happened to us in the past doesn't matter. It's not our fault that all those things happened, but it is our responsibility to take control of our lives now. And we have this huge asset, right, in our minds. And we can either be creating a great, beautiful life, or we could be creating hell for ourselves, all just based on what is going on in our minds and what we're telling ourselves and what we're saying to ourselves. And again, a lot of them are like deep subconscious rooted beliefs that you're probably not even aware of. So if you want to get better habits in your life, if you want to have better results in your life, if you're feeling stuck in any sort of way, or if you just want to live with more joy, if you want to experience more flow, if you want to feel lighter and happier and more excited every day. And that's why I think it's really so important to invest in yourself, and coaching doesn't have to be just for somebody who is in trouble or feeling in a stuck place. I mean, I think that we all kind of get to those places sometimes, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. I think that investing in yourself is one of the best uses of your money energetically, right? And it's just an investment that will keep on giving back. So I actually have 2 spots left in my group coaching program that is starting on June 1st, and I'm super excited for the people that have signed up already, and can't wait to see what kind of results that they're going to experience. I know that I personally have gone through such a huge transformation in this. I mean, 6 months ago, if you told me that I would be sitting here doing a live on Instagram, I would have been like, what are you, crazy? I didn't think I would have the courage or the confidence to do something like this. So I'm just so excited to see the changes in them. So I have 2 spots left that will be starting on June 1st. So if you're interested in hearing more about this awesome material, and we're all working through it together, and it's kind of like this nice mastermind that we have, reach out to me. The link to my website is in my bio, and you can schedule some time to chat with me there, and we can figure out, you know, what do you want to accomplish? Do you have a goal that you haven't achieved yet? Who do you want to be? What do you want to do with your life? You know, this isn't a conversation that you should be thinking about when you're 80. You don't want to go look back in your life when you're 80 years old thinking that there were all these things that you never did, right? People always regret what they didn't do more than they regret what they actually do. So I just want to come on here and encourage everyone to start living the way you want to live today. And I would love to help anyone who is open to this and who wants to be part of this mastermind that I'm running. So again, head over to my website, and I hope that I hear from all of you soon. And thank you guys for the people who popped in live. Hope everyone has an awesome weekend.